Good morning, one and all. As host of today's webinar, I would like to speak on public speaking. But before that, let's have a quick recap of the concepts that we have discussed previously. We have gone through the relationship between language and communication. Language is a system of communication that trusts on verbal or non-verbal codes to transfer information. Communication is a way of interchanging messages or information between two or more people, and we mostly focus on the message. Language is a tool of communication. Communication is a process of transferring messages. Communication exists in many ways. Animals are also known to communicate through body features or actions. Animals communicate using signals, which resemble some kind of meaning. Here's where language kicks in. No one knows for sure when language evolved. Humans developed language as a tool which gave us much wider pool of meaning. If you see day-to-day life, communication is the key to crack every problem. Again, I repeat, if you see in day-to-day life, communication is the key to crack every problem. We have also seen soft skills and hard skills. Yesterday, we have seen soft skills and also hard skills. Soft skills, on the other hand, are the subjective skills that are much harder to quantify, also known as people skills or interpersonal skills. Soft skills relate to the way you relate and interact with other people. Soft skills include, as I said, you flexibility, motivation, and it also includes problem solving abilities, persuasion, when you persuade with others, teamwork, time management, work ethic, all these things, all these concepts do come under soft skills. Hard skills are technical skills. They are teachable skills. Hard skills are teachable skills. During job application and interview process, employers look applicants with hard skills as well as the soft skills. Successful candidates will make sure to put both skill sets on display. In order to do so effectively, it helps to understand the difference between these two types of skills, hard skills as well as the soft skills. Hard skills are teachable abilities or skill sets that are easy to quantify, whereas soft skills cannot be quantified. Traditionally, you learn hard skills in the classroom through books or other training materials or on the job. These hard skills are often listed in your cover letter and your resume and are easy for an employer or recruiter to recognize hard skills or soft skills. Proficiency in a foreign language is also a concept of hard skill. And a machine operation is also a hard skill. Computer programming is also a hard skill. You should try to understand and elicit the real self of yours if you have to understand the soft skills. Let me share my views in public speaking. Why is public speaking important and why do we need to minimize public speaking fear? We need to minimize public speaking fear. How can we minimize our public speaking fear? In a nutshell, public speaking is today's must-have life skill for everyone, not just for motivational speakers. Let me say you the key concepts of public speaking. Plan appropriately. Appropriate planning is very essential. So it is better to have appropriate planning. Nervousness is normal. I say you once again, nervousness is normal. With thorough preparation and practice, you can overcome your nervousness and perform exceptionally well. Planning also helps you to think on your feet. It helps you to think on your feet. Know your audience. When you speak, try to engage your audience. This makes you feel less isolated as a speaker and keeps everyone involved with your subject or the message. There's a good reason that we say practice makes a man perfect. You simply cannot be confident. Compelling speaker without practice cannot do anything. So you need to have practice. Before you go on to the stage, you need lots of practice. You simply cannot be confident. And every compelling speaker will have lots of practice. Organize your material in the most effective manner to attain your purpose. That's very important. To attain your purpose, you need to organize the things well. A well-educated person organizes his material in a very feasible manner. Pay attention to body language. Yesterday, we have gone through the body language even. Yes, you need to pay attention to body language because body language speaks first than your oral communication. Before your oral communication, watch for feedback, and feedback really improves you. It makes you grow and adapt to it, not simply accepting the feedback. You need to adapt. Let your personality come thoroughly, and it should always reflect your own self. Use humor, tell stories, anecdotes, and use only effective language. Don't read from the book unless you have to. So keep those nerves under control, lighten the mood, and laugh a little. You need to have a smile on your face. Have a smile on your face that eases you and it makes you move a lot. What is public speaking? Let me say you what is public speaking basically. Basically, it's a presentation that's given live before audience. Public speeches can cover a wide variety of topics. The goal of the speech may be to educate, entertain, or influence the listeners, to persuade the listeners, to make the listeners know what you are speaking about, to attract the attention of the listeners. Often visual aids in the form of electronic slideshow are used to supplement the speech. This makes the public speaking more interesting to the listeners. A public speaking presentation is different from online presentation. The online presentation is available anytime. A public speech is typically limited to a specific time or place. Online presentations often use slideshows or they use pre-recorded videos of a speaker. This includes recordings of a live public speaking presentation. Because speaking in public is done before live audience, you need to consider some special factors. Well, let us touch on those factors even very shortly. Now you have got an understanding on the meaning of public speaking. So let's take a quick look at the history of public speaking and importance of public speaking. What's the history of public speaking and why is public speaking important? To be frank, we did not have slideshows to help with public speaking, to help with public speech. In our days, frankly speaking, I'm saying you this very frankly, we did not have any slideshows. Now you are facilitated with a number of electronic devices, but there was a great necessity and need for speaking in public. There was a great necessity, and therefore we sharpened our skills. As a result, we had developed a lot. I can say that. Today's public speakers, speakers are very less formal, not only in terms of their attitude, but also in terms of their deliberation. They still need to be well organized. Do not take me wrong. Still, I want to insist this. Today's public speakers are not well organized. They are very informal. They are very less formal. They need to organize the things well. They don't have sheer planning. So they have to give a greater edge to it. Now let's take a look at the importance of public speaking. We shall discuss the importance of public speaking in general. As said earlier, public speaking also is called oratory or oration. It is also called oratory or oration. Elocutors, orators are the one who could speak with great length. They can touch the length and breadth of the subject, then the person is considered to be an orator. It's the art of speaking face to face to a live audience. Public speaking is very common phobia, right up here with spiders and heights. You really scare like anything. You're scary. You have all the stage blues, the stage fright. Many people would prefer to do almost anything instead of standing up and talking in front of a crowd of people. Delivering a speech can feel intimidating and risky for them. Fears and insecurities tend to multiply as the speech draws closer. You suspect yourself. What if I forget my speech? What if I can't answer the audience questions? Public speaking is a way of showing yourself that with practice, you can do the things that scare you the most time and again. What started out as a nightmare can turn into a personal boost. It is no more going to be a nightmare at all. You can be very happy. Listening may be a lost art, but a public speaking course actually teaches you how to listen. Listening is very important aspect if you really want to be a great public speaker. The adolescents of present days are very handicapped in their listening capabilities. I stress this on and on. When you attend conferences, you'll hear several different types of speeches about a wide variety of topics from people who may be very different from you, who are considered to be the scholars. They can be called the man of letters. This will passively build your listening ability and note taking. You must listen to them and learn what is there in store for you. These benefits of public speaking make getting out of your comfort zone and giving a speech absolute worthy of it. You'll be nervous the first few times you speak, however, you'll quickly learn to enjoy the experience. Often students feel the stage as an epicenter of an earthquake and probably reject the invitation of the teacher and say that they don't like to come on the stage. They may even admit to being afraid of it since fear of public speaking is very common. It's a very common fear. They may just be shy or introverted. What is introverted? Withdrawn, inhibited. For those reasons, many people avoid speaking in public. If they can, practice, practice, practice. If you are one of those people who avoid speaking in public, you are missing a lot in your life. You are going to be 1,000 kilometers away from the success. It is not a difficult task. Only practice makes you perfect. Practice on and on. The first thing that I could prescribe you is practice. The second thing that I could prescribe you is practice. And the third thing that I prescribe you is practice. That's it. A student shall benefit from improving public speaking skills. Public speaking is a great way of building personal development. Again, I have to emphasize on communication skills. Since improving communication skills is helpful in almost every area of life, there's no other goal. Whether your goal is to engage in political debate or to make a career as a motivational speaker like Gampa Nageswara Garu, whom you have seen, whom you have come across in your orientation program. I think you have also gone through a few personality development training programs of Mr. Sunil Sandra, who happens to be the student of this college. Gain confidence. That's very important. Gain confidence in front of audience. Public speaking can help you meet your goal. Public speaking benefits you. It makes you authoritative. To improve your confidence level and to improve your research skills, you need to have public speaking skills. It makes you great in logical or deductive skills. And it makes you advocate for a great cause and many more. You can persuade the people. You can acquire problem-solving skills. And it can make you advance in your career. Effective public speaking skills can help with career advancement. This is for sure. As they indicate creativity, critical thinking, skills, leadership abilities, poise, and professionalism. Qualities which are valuable for the job market could be learned only through public speaking. Speaking at events and conferences is a good way of building credibility. Credibility is very essential. The more well-known the event, the better, as you can add these speaking achievements to your resume. These speaking achievements add professionalism to your resume. It adds weightage to your resume. So you need to master these skills. Public speaking can also help you stand out at work. You will be regarded great. You learn to speak up in meetings, to promote your ideas, and to present yourself as professional. Speaking skills can also help you excel in job interviews. See, just you experience the things you'll understand. After speaking at a few events, people will remember you and begin to see you as an authoritative figure on your area of expertise. You'll find yourself great and confident. All sorts of new opportunities will open up for you.